Alright guys, so the time has finally come, and if you haven't noticed by now, all the gyms are down, especially in my neighborhood. Everything is white. It's very kind of creepy right now. Everything says gyms are disabled, and Niantic was nice enough to reveal exactly what they're going to be doing with the raids and the gym redones, and even some legendary stuff. So let's kind of just go through it a little bit and see what we got. So far it's pretty cool though. Actually, a couple things were kind of surprising. Some of the things we kind of knew about, or at least assumed, but let's see here. Pokemon Go gyms now have 6 unique slots. No 2 of the same Pokemon, and the enemy trainers will battle the Pokemon there in order in which they were assigned. So that's pretty cool. Now, I kind of figured something like that was going on. Weren't sure if it would be 1 or 2, but now there's actually slots that you have to put them in, and you can only have 1. So there's only going to be 1 Blissey, 1 Dragonite, 1 Tyranitar. Pokemon will lose motivation over time, making them easier to defeat, as shown by a depleting heart. Players can feed their Pokemon to increase their motivation. Now, how exactly the feeding thing is going to work, we're not really sure yet. However, that is super cool. I do like that, especially with the whole easier to beat thing. That is a pretty cool little thing. Now, if it actually works, we'll see. Pokemon gyms can now be spun like Pokestops for items. Some of them are unique items. What the unique items, I don't know. We did not see that coming. Nobody had any clue about being able to spin a gym, which is a little on the odd side. Pokemon gyms will now give out badges that can be leveled up for increased gym rewards. That's pretty cool. Again, something we really didn't see coming. A little bit of surprise there, so I'm pretty cool with that. Your Pokemon will amass more coins the longer they remain in the gym, and will get the coins once they're defeated, unmotivated, and returned to you. So basically, it's kind of like a savings account. At some point, you're going to kind of hope that they lose, but it actually is pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty much what's going on immediately having to do with the gyms. However, they've also given us some information having to do with the raids, which are indeed tied to the gyms. Yay, no kidding. They're certainly also tied to the legendary spawns, though the word legendary isn't really used when they're talking about it. But they're existing powerhouses like Tyranitars and Gyarados, stuff like that. That's what's being used right now, so let's not call them legendary. The raids are kind of timed events that will have a powerful Pokemon temporarily taking over a gym. Now, in the preview material that Niantic put out, you see a 25,000 CP Tyranitar that's attacking the gym. So to participate in the raid, you need a raid pass, which can be obtained from spinning a gym, but you can only hold 1 at a time. So that's where it's going to get a little bit in the tricky part, because I'm going to be pretty peed off if I don't have a pass and my place is going to... Anyway, players from all teams can work together to take down these Pokemon. Now that's a little bit on the weird side. It's not going to... So why do we have teams? What's the point? I don't even get it now. You can have up to 20 participants, which is a lot. That's actually quite a lot more than I thought this was going to be. You can earn new items and an opportunity to catch these Pokemon, but not with those high CPs. Don't get your hopes up. Nobody's getting a 25,000 CP Tyranitar. And if anybody is, it's going to be me. Now, the items that you can earn from doing all this are going to be like rare candy, golden raspberries, stuff like that, promo codes, different types of candy. Now, apparently the rare candies turn, or the rare candies turn into certain special type of candies for Pokemon, whatever. The different types, the golden berries will increase odds of wild captures and stuff like that. Also, you'll be able to feed them to your Pokemon. Now, TMs now can be for move changes. Now, a lot of people have been asking for this, and they really want it. Now, apparently, you're going to be able to re-roll all of your powers, your moveset, which is actually really cool and something everybody's been asking for. Also, players are going to be able to form private groups. Now, how exactly this is going to work with private groups is a little on the weird side. I still kind of, I do like it, though. That is pretty cool. So you can find private groups and take on the Pokemon thanks to the new in-game code system that allows you to link up with friends, not random numbers. Examples shown 3, Bulbasaur icons, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of all group up on stuff, which is pretty cool. Again, legendary Pokemon, they're not mentioned in this part with the update. And yet it's impossible to think that it isn't exactly how they will be introduced into the game. I would have to say that at some point legendaries are going to pop into being one of these major ones that are attacking a gym. Maybe some sort of other timed events or very, very special timed events. God only knows. There's the, like I said before, there's the Chicago event going on right now, Pokemon Go Fest, where the tickets are already sold out. Nobody really knows. It's actually kind of a lot more information than even I was expecting to get out of them. Usually you don't get this much information, or you don't get this much of an update. It kind of comes out in pieces, but apparently this is all coming out within the next couple of days whenever the gyms come back up, which is, I gotta be honest, it's pretty cool. Now, you know, if you want to put it into perspective, like legendaries would be considered like raid bosses, so maybe there's a certain amount of these raids you do, and then you get, I don't really know. Nobody's really positive. This is all going to be speculation at this point. But with the way it's kind of looking with the gyms and what's going on, I have to kind of say that they're going to be bringing a lot more magic back to this game. I really do kind of like everything they're doing. I don't have any complaints so far. A lot of the things that they seem to be doing, you know, are kind of what everybody's been asking for. Now, whether or not they actually say they come up with this or not, here's the problem, though, and this is what I'm going to say. Apparently, they're going to be selling premium raid passes in the store, but it's unclear how those are different than regular raid passes, especially, you might have to guess, if you buy them, you can have as many as you want. But if you want the free one, it's kind of like the incubator. You can only have one. See, stuff like that, I kind of gets annoying. I get it's a free-to-play game, but you guys have made more money than God times 4, and you guys still want more. It's kind of like this whole ticket thing with the event. I do have a problem, especially now if it was going towards a charity, I would be, you know, applaud, wonderful, cool, but it's not. So, I mean, how many Bentleys do you people need? But I do think this is going to be bringing back a lot more people involving, you know, Pokemon Go and stuff like that. I think this is really actually going to be pretty cool for the game as a whole. So we'll have to see what happens. I don't really know at this point. I think it's going to do pretty good. I think it's going to work out really well, but, you know, only time will tell. Everybody wants Mewtwo. Everybody wants these legendaries to finally come out. I mean, it's at this point now where it's like enough is enough. How much longer do we have to wait? I mean, it's gotten to the point where I'm just sick of waiting. It's like, all right, okay, screw the gym. Just give me the legendaries. At least put something out. Put out another shiny, for the love of God. And I know it might be sounding like I'm complaining, but I'm not saying anything that the rest of it, the whole world isn't already thinking now. I mean, you've been able to put all this stuff into it, but you still actually haven't really taken care of the entire legendary situation. I mean, that's the reason a lot of people want to play, are still playing this game, is to get to that. So are you saying you're not putting them out because you don't have anything after that? I mean, come on. The game's got, like, God knows how many generations, plus Megas, Ultras, all of the Shinies. I mean, the game is just a lifetime amount of stuff to put out. Generation 3. Maybe we'll get Generation 3 preview. Ooh, that'd be fun. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and catch you guys in the raids.